The release date of the Brothers War has already gone by. How do the card sales in the singles market stack up? Stick around and find out. If Wizards of the Coast thought that it was over, they're sorely mistaken. Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here, and thanks again for hanging out with me on my channel today. To all the new subscribers hitting that button each and every day, helping my channel grow, I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks so much. For my other viewers who watch my videos each and every day, leave comments in the comment section and give my videos thumbs up. Thanks again for being there. Me and my family really appreciate it. And of course, my Patreon members out there, guys, what would I be without you? Nothing, because you guys make it happen. Thanks again. What a journey, guys, to see what's going on with Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro. It really makes you wonder if Hasbro and Wizards knew the flack, the backlash that they would get, the hatred from the player base with the decisions they made. Everything that should have been a celebration has now been ruined by price-sensitive players. The Brothers War is out there. Pre-releases were last weekend. The official release date, of course, was the 18th. And here we are on the 19th of November, a Saturday Hot 10 video. And I can tell you the sales are low. Individual single sales are pretty good, but the overall sealed product being bought is much lower than a lot of stores anticipated. Some stores in the pre-release sold very well, but in the weeks since then, sales have actually gotten slower in a lot of the larger stores I'm dealing with and talking with every day. The information I'm getting from patrons, as well as Discord members and people through email, it's not looking that great right now. And it doesn't matter if the set's a home run winner. It doesn't matter if it's well constructed at this point. This is a pile-on. This is a gang up. This is over. Players don't want to deal with it. They're fed up with everything going on. So it really can't come as a surprise that the overall sales figures for a product like this, no matter how well it's constructed, are much lower than anticipated. We're going to go through the video today. I'll make some comments as we go through from number 10 to number 1. I'll show you the cards that are out there and show you what's happening, because if you've been around this channel for a while, and as I add up the sales that I'm able to tally each and every week, this is kind of a real surprise. So let's get to the video. Let's look at these numbers together, and I can't wait to see those comments in the comments section at the end. And you guys can let me know, do you think Wizards and Hasbro are getting what they deserve? Starting out today with MOX Amber. It's number 10 with 403 sales. This is actually a pretty respectable number, and it's a card we saw last week during the pre-release in the Hot 10, and it's holding the same position, although it's not the schematic version. As this price is trending pretty flat with the market value of $28.44 US, players are taking advantage of a card that has basically come down 1/3 in price, making it a very affordable option for players looking to get in there. And the retro artifact look is beautiful on this card. It really does look nice. I've always enjoyed Steve's work. It's awesome. Can't say enough about it. It's my favorite card. I have the most in the world. It makes perfect sense. Now the number 9 card is Awake in the Woods. I didn't expect to see this card here. Now, the market price is $16.31 US, 501 sales this week. When you take a closer look at the card, I mean, it's a sorcery that's 2 green plus X and create X 1/1 forest dryad land creatures. See, I like that idea, okay? You're creating a lot of mana and you're also creating a whole bunch of green dryads. I like this. But I ask myself, how much play is it going to see? If you guys can give me some combos that this works with, I'd like to see it in the comments section myself. I'm curious to see how this card might play out in the future, because that market price may have plummeted, but it's averaged out right now, and the future of this card is still up in the air. The number 8 card is Lauren of the Third Path. Now, this card had a lot of sales at pre-release, and it continues to fall in price, all the way down to like the $1.64 level on the market US. And of course, it's $1.86 euro to get this card into your house. It's going to have some play. It's going to be some fun. It's a low casting cost card to get out there. I like it because you and your opponent can draw a card. It's a fun thing to have around. Its future playability, though, is still kind of meh for me. I mean, it's a low casting cost creature that's basically going to be killed by so many different things out there. Vigilance or not, it's not that great for me. Now, the number 7 card, Portal to Farexia. If you guys notice, we did talk about this card in the card watch video this week because this card's going to have use in Commander. It's going to see play. The market price right now is $12.57 US, but look at how the market's reacting. It's starting to see an upward trend on this card. I don't know if that's going to hold going forward, but this card, just there's so many ways to ramp up mana that it's built for Commander. I can see players really getting this and sneaking it out there and doing a lot of damage to people. A fun card all around for everyone. Now, the number 6 card this week, and that is Torshias Welcome. Again, another card that was on the pre-release sale Hot 10 last week, and you can see this card is going to have a little bit of excitement to it. Cards like this do get played in Commander. I don't really care about Standard right now, other than Arena when I play around with cards. I know a lot of you guys aren't playing Standard right now. Wizards has to fix this. This is all their fault. Let them deal with the problems, and they better fix it and fix it fast because they're losing players left, right, and center. I love this game, and I have no intention of leaving, but I'm being a lot more choosy on the things I decide to support, and right now, it's not really Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast, but this is a fun card from the set. Now, this one here, Argoth, the Sanctum of Nature, 940 sales, but the card's really cheap. This goes with Titania, and it kind of makes that big merged card, and this is a very low, cheap card to get right now. I actually have not opened that many of this yet in the openings I've done, but I can see how players would have some fun with it, okay? It's going to be an okay card to have around. I don't see it seeing major play, but as a green throw-in, it can be an auto-include just for the fact you can create 2/2 bear tokens, and you can mill cards if you have a way of getting them back. That could be kind of fun. I can see why players might be desiring this card for future playability. Now, the number 4 card this week, that is the Phyrexian Dragon Engine. This was, again, last week. I put this in the card watch video because cards like this, you never know how they're going to pan out. When you get Mishra and this guy out and they're both attacking, even if you have to unearth this guy and bring him back, this can do a lot of damage to players because of that multi-effect it has when it's flipped over. But people forget it's also a 2/2 double strike, and there's lots of ways of pumping up cards like this, and it can go into any deck as well as red in case you want to have a red pump up deck with ways of bringing it back. There's ways to abuse cards like this. Players just have to look around and find the right option for themselves. A fun card that's very inexpensive at $3.25 US. The next card is the Mightstone Weakstone. Again, 1,512 sales. Just like the Dragon Engine, these are part of the meld cards you need to have for Urza and Mishra, and it looks like players are trying to buy a lot of these right now. This card I am using in Standard. I've been trying it out to see if I can make it work and thinking of some future Commander uses. The ability to give it -5/-5 to an opponent's creature, kind of nice. Drawing 2 cards, can help you in certain situations. I prefer the draw over the other one. It does tap for 2 colorless, but only to playing, non-artifact spells, right? You can't use it for that. It's got to be used for artifact stuff, so it kind of ties into an artifact deck. I like it. It has some use. I'm trying to see if I can find future stuff, but the price being $3, getting a playset for $12 really isn't going to hurt. Now, our number 2 card is Liberator, Urza's Battlethopter. This one's a better sales record, okay? 1,890 sales this week. It's a little more typical of what we expect to see in the Hot 10. That's why I do all the counting, right? Now, remember, guys, a card like this, its story is not told yet. Cards like this are still going to have more breaking in. It's got flash. People are going to find different ways of using it. It's not the best or worst card right now, but it has options available to it, and a lot of players like that. Now, if you're going to be buying any of these cards on TCG Player, by the way, please remember to use my affiliate link found in the description of all of my videos. Just click on the link, takes you right to TCG Player for your shopping experience. And of course, the channel gets a kickback of 3.5% of anything you spend there. So it does help the channel, allowing me to get some cards. And I really appreciate those who take the time to click that link. Now, you've waited long enough. We're here at the end, and we are going for the number 1 card, okay? This was the hottest selling card, and that is the Haywire Might. Just like last week, but higher sales this week. 2,140 sales. That's still low for the number 1 hottest selling card in a week, but it's okay. It's better than nothing. It shows some players find the feasibility of this card. I mean, it's a 1/1 for 1. Okay, when it dies, you gain life, but you can also sacrifice it to exile a target non-creature artifact or a non-creature enchantment. And that has a lot of playability for a lot of different deck constructions. who splash in green. Now, the thing I find funny is it has 2,140 sales, but the market price is only 75 cents. So we're only talking somewhere around $2,000 for the hottest selling card, whereas some of the cards on the Hot 10 reserve list on Sundays, it only takes 2 or 3 sales to beat out the number one card of a standard set. And that's what I find so interesting about what's going on. Sealed product sales are down, but the singles are doing quite well in certain areas. A lot of these sales are really low overall, but it's just the climate we're in for players right now. With the negativity, nobody's giving Wizards a free pass and nobody's giving Hasbro a free pass. They've got to own up to their mistakes and fix them fast. But the singles are selling. I'd be curious to see how things go out in the next 30 to 40 days. I'll be watching and letting you guys know what I find on the market. And I want to thank you all for tuning in today and hanging out with me on the channel. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for the Hot 10 reserve list video. And of course, the live stream Sunday, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Looking forward to seeing you all there. Hey guys, a big shout out to all the fantastic patrons on this channel who make things happen. Without your support, I wouldn't have a channel, so I want to thank each and every one of you for being awesome. Here we are at the end. Thanks again, guys. Thanks for being here, being that special people who make it to the end of my videos. And if you're new to the end of my videos, welcome aboard. Thanks for being here. Not many people make it this far. They don't make it through the entire video to find out what happens at the end. Guys, there we are. Counting it down, man. Kind of exciting. I'm kind of controlling my excitement, which is hard to do when you have the issues I have, but still, it's awesome. So thanks a lot. Have an awesome day today. I'm going to get my winter tires put on, so I have stuff to do. I will see you guys soon. This is very early in the morning, and it's time to get going. Got to get those tires on. Make sure it's roadworthy for the family. Have a great one, everyone.